We're kicking off the countdown to the best bookshelf speakers for vinyl. Ready to upgrade your listening room with crisp highs, warm mids, and that unmistakable analog groove. Each pick today is chosen for their ability to pair with turntables and amps without crowding your space, so you can focus on those records you love. Today, I'm going to be going over the best bookshelf speakers for vinyl that you can get right now. All of the products mentioned are linked in the description, so check them out if you're interested in any of them. With that, let's begin. At number 5, we have the Edifier R1280T. These are classic powered bookshelf speakers built with real wood veneer and a warm, forgiving sound tailored for vinyl playback. Each cabinet houses a 4-inch woofer and a 13mm silk dome tweeter, driven by an integrated stereo amplifier that delivers about 42 watts total power with roughly 21 watts per channel. The result is a voice that sits forward in the mix without shouting, a texture that brings out the grain in acoustic guitars, and the snap of a snare without requiring steep equalization. The cabinet is thick enough to reduce cabinet resonance, and the front-facing bass port helps integrate bass into small room sizes where wall reflections can threaten clarity. On the back, dual RCA inputs provide flexible connections. You can hook a turntable and an auxiliary device at the same time and switch between sources without swapping cables. The obvious benefit for vinyl lovers is an authentic, analog-friendly signal chain paired with straightforward controls. The volume knob is large, smooth, and tactile, sitting at the side for easy access when you are seated, and the bass and treble knobs let you tailor the tonal balance to suit different pressings, genres, or room acoustics. Simplicity makes the Edifier friendly for beginners who want a quick path from a turntable to sound, without needing extra preamps or complex setup. The sound signature leans toward warmth and musicality rather than clinical accuracy, which helps smooth out a few common vinyl flaws like mild surface noise or tracking irregularities. A combination of a friendly top end, solid mid-range, and a stable, if modest, low end means you hear clarity in vocals and acoustic details while still feeling solid bass presence on rock beats and pop bass lines. The Edifier R1280T also benefits from its compact footprint, allowing placement on a bookshelf or stand with minimal space, and its lightweight makes it easy to reposition as your listening preferences evolve. Because these speakers are wired and do not include Bluetooth, the signal chain remains as direct as possible, which many vinyl purists prefer for a purer voltage swing from the interconnects to the drivers. In practice, this translates to a system that rewards good source material, clean interconnects, and a well-set phono stage, rather than chasing an expanded feature set. Paired to the number 4 item on this list, which I have included as number 4 on this list, the Edifier delivers a warmer, more musical mid-range, while the number 4 Saiyin speaker emphasizes wireless convenience and a slightly more forward treble. Both approaches have their own appeal, and the choice depends on whether you value analog fidelity and a simple setup or wireless ease and flexibility for casual listening. At number 4, we have the Saiyin Bluetooth bookshelf speakers. These compact cabinets bring wireless streaming to the vinyl-friendly discussion with Bluetooth built in and a straightforward pair of drivers designed for small to medium rooms. Each speaker houses a front-firing 4-inch woofer and a 1-inch tweeter mounted in a compact enclosure, with a lightweight but capable Class D amplifier that delivers clear, dynamic sound without demanding a large power supply. The Bluetooth module provides convenient streaming from phones, tablets, or computers, while the included RCA and 3.5 inputs ensure you can connect a turntable with or without a preamp and keep a separate source ready for non-wireless listening. The sonic character sits balanced, with a clean, present vocal range, a smooth midband, and a bass that stays controlled even when the listener sits a bit off-axis or moves around the room. Think of the number 4 model as a versatile, entry-level option that rewards careful placement. It handles vinyl if you add a phono stage either in the signal path or built into the turntable, and it scales nicely as you add services like streaming music in the same setup. The chassis is light, but stiff enough to resist flutter and cabinet resonance, and the finish keeps a low profile, making them easy to tuck into shelves or corners without dominating the room. The bass response is punchy for the size, yet you won't mistake this for a floor-standing system. It shines when you want quick, responsive playback for hip-hop, pop, or indie tracks with tight rhythm sections. Paired to the number 3 item on this list, the number 4 model emphasizes wireless convenience and a broader Bluetooth feature set, whereas the number 3 item adds sub-bass depth through its built-in turntable subwoofer, offering a different kind of energy in the low end, and the choice depends on your priorities for portability versus bottom-end authority. At number 3, we have the Saiyin Bluetooth bookshelf turntable subwoofer. This model arrives as a compact 2.1 style system built into a pair of bookshelf cabinets, plus an integrated subwoofer module. The dual driver per channel configuration supports a clear mid-range with a dedicated woofer delivering deeper bass extension than a typical two-way, and a silk dome tweeter that maintains smooth top-end detail. The amplifier section handles both the stereo channels and the sub, with a simple crossover that makes it easy to calibrate bass response to room size and listening distance. Bluetooth 5 is present for quick, cable-free listening with phones, laptops, or tablets, while legacy turntable wiring remains an option through RCA inputs for those who still treasure vinyl with a dedicated phono path. In practice, you get a crisp, defined upper register and a dynamic mid-range that carries vocal texture with confidence, while the sub delivers weight on kick drums and synth bass that makes tracks feel more live without muddying the highs. Curved cabinet design is not purely cosmetic. It helps minimize internal reflections and provides a broad soundstage that translates well to seating positions across the room. For vinyl enthusiasts, the built-in sub adds musical authority in the low end that a two-way bookshelf alone often cannot reach, and it remains flexible enough to pair with other components in a small to medium room. The trade-off is that, compared with higher-end two-channel systems, the speed and articulation of bass notes can be less precise, and you may experience a touch more room interaction when the volume climbs. The Bluetooth audio path handles casual listening reliably, but serious audiophiles may still prefer a dedicated hi-fi chain with separate sub and preamp for ultimate control. Compared to the number 2 item on this list, the number 3 model adds a dedicated low-frequency channel for more impact, whereas the BESTISAN system emphasizes input variety and room-filling stereo without a built-in sub. At number 2, we have the BESTISAN-powered bookshelf speakers. These compact-powered speakers combine a built-in amplification stage with flexible inputs, offering Bluetooth streaming, RCA line-in, and other practical connections that make them a strong all-in-one option for vinyl playback when you pair with a phono preamp or a turntable with a built-in preamp. Sound signature tends to be bold and accessible, with a confident low end that benefits from the internal amplification and good driver alignment. The top end remains detailed without becoming brittle, and the mids present voices with clarity that works well on vocals, acoustic guitars, and piano lines. The cabinet is designed to minimize resonance and provide a stable imaging field, while the included remote makes it easy to adjust volume and tone from across the room. These speakers are particularly compelling for listeners who want to consolidate mobility, streaming, and vinyl playback into a single, ergonomic package. And the user interface between inputs and volume is straightforward enough for casual listeners to master quickly. User experience benefits from a compact footprint that fits well on a desk or small shelf, with a layout that makes wiring neat and accessible. The trade-off is that the built-in amplification and the Bluetooth path may introduce more DSP processing than a pure analog chain, which can slightly color the sound for those who crave extreme transparency. Paired to the number 1 item on this list, the number 2 model offers greater versatility with multiple inputs and easier room adaptation, while the number 1 arrangement emphasizes a turnkey integrated turntable plus speakers with a curved cabinet design, delivering a different, more all-in-one experience. At number 1, we have the Saiyin Bluetooth Bookshelf Dual Curved Turntable. This package pairs a curved, acoustically forgiving cabinet with a compact bookshelf speaker arrangement and an integrated turntable in a single, aesthetically cohesive unit. Dual curved enclosure is designed to scatter internal reflections and deliver a broad listening field, while the built-in turntable offers a simple, streamlined vinyl setup with a phono stage option and the flexibility to play records without additional furniture. The Bluetooth module carries the latest codecs for dependable wireless playback from phones and laptops, while the phono path can be used for vinyl purity when you want a direct, analog chain rather than wireless. Bookshelf drivers boast solid mid-range presence and a clean, bright treble that preserves instrumental realism, while the integrated turntable affords a practical, all-in-one solution for those who want less equipment on display. Substructure of the cabinet minimizes resonance, so you hear fewer colorations from the enclosure, enabling more faithful reproduction of kick drums and bass lines, yet the overall response remains friendly to long listening sessions. This model is especially appealing for small rooms where space is at a premium, because it consolidates the turntable into the same footprint as the speakers, reducing cable clutter and aligning with a modern, minimal aesthetic. Turntable preamp path can be engaged or disengaged, depending on whether you use an external preamp or a direct wire configuration, which adds to the flexibility for vinyl fans who own different turntables across the years. Paired to the number 5 item on this list, the number 1 model delivers a more integrated, space-efficient solution with built-in turntable and wireless convenience, while the Edifier system prioritizes warm, analog-friendly sound and a straightforward wired signal chain for purists who want to minimize processing in the audio path.